Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Astral Jewels. Just coming on today to inform you of Neptune joining Saturn and Pluto in retrograde position. So Saturn began its retrograde on the 17th of June and Pluto started it on the 1st of May. Now, 30th of June and Neptune is in on the act. So that will stay retrograde until the 6th of December. So these retrogrades, the Saturn and Pluto are really quite intense. So Saturn's the teacher. And so you're getting a lot of experiences which are technically teaching you a lot. And it's a structuring period also that, what is it teaching you? Well, it depends on where Saturn is transiting your chart. It could be anything to do with relationships, the I am, who are you? It's the teacher where you're going to get lessons involving what it is that you need to learn at this point. And Pluto retrograde, now that's really intense, and it is the transformer. So you've got Saturn and Pluto, you've got power and control. And these two together are just formidable forces, and they are really going to change your life. And on a mundane level or a global level, you can see that there are a lot of changes taking place. And, in terms of transformation with on a planetary scale, we've got a major change occurring in all things from, education system, medical system, financial system, anything to do with systems that we rest on. The foundations of our lives are undergoing a major transformation. And that's what Pluto in Capricorn is doing. Now, when planets go retrograde, the energies intensify. And this can make things a little bit more difficult for you on a personal level. So not only is it happening on a global level, it's happening on a personal level. And so the effects of both the Pluto and Saturn retrograde is that whatever experiences you have in terms of lessons to be learned and transformations where change needs to happen, say in your relationship or your job or your house, where you live, it's going to be an intense experience to the point where you might actually feel like you're being forced to change, forced to do something. And that's Pluto's influence. It's the transformer, and it feels like it's a bulldozer. Now, Neptune joining in here, I feel that it is actually a good energy that can join these two real big guns. Now, on a lower mode, Neptune, I'd say be careful of delusion. So normally Neptune is that energy where you think of daydreams and dreaming, confusion, uncertainty, even self-deception. That's what Neptune tends to do, makes things a bit dreamy and vague. But on higher mode, think of it as spiritual experiences. Intuition becomes more acute than what it used to be. So with Neptune, you often think everything is a daydream because the space can feel very much like a dream state. It's all ideal. Because of this and because of how we have been brought up, i.e. to not believe our dreams and imaginations, we don't trust what we are feeling or seeing. So with the retrograde and it being in Pisces, the Neptune spaces are likely to be stronger. But let's flip the negatives and focus on the positive possibilities here. So this is a good time to really tune into your psyche. Tune into what your intuition is telling you. Of course, use discernment. and Saturn is really going to help with that. But don't dismiss what is happening. This is an opportunity, this next 5 months, particularly those that are on a spiritual path and perhaps need help with their vision or help with connecting with high spiritual realms. The Neptune in retrograde is really a help here, right? You have the possibility to really get into high spiritual spaces. And the Neptune retrograde, meaning it's more intense, is likely to enable that to be an easier thing for you. So use the Saturn retrograde to help you. Use the Saturn, ask the Saturn force to show you how to trust your intuition and how to trust your vision. This would be a good use of this period of time. So not only is there a massive intensity in terms of changing your structure and the foundation that you rest on, it is a time where you can open to high spiritual realms and find that part of you that is seeking something bigger, something higher, a higher purpose, something more of a spiritual flavor. That's what this Neptune retrograde can do for you. Okay, so let's get out of the vagueness and get into something that's more fruitful and viable. Trust in yourself, trust your intuition, trust your vision, trust your psychic nature, and perhaps develop it even more. So we've got, this last period of this year is really quite intense. We've got a lot of retrogrades happening. So I'll come on closer to the time. So the next one is in July with Venus and Chiron. And then in August, we've got Uranus getting in on the act. So this is a really intense period of time. So a lot is happening. So guys, I hope you get something from that. Be very aware of what's going on in the sky and ride those waves really well. Okay? Take care. Bye for now.